Good morning, Kaylee, Bristol, and Luke. Good morning, Jeremy and Jillian and Tegan. Kira, good morning. Good morning, Cadence. Well, you guys are up and at 'em right away today. Good job. Good morning, Jana and Carson. And we'll start in about 4 minutes. I don't have a lot for you today. Again, but please don't leave because I have some information at the very end. People are replying to all sorts of school messages. If you're talking about the email, yep, remember I talked about that several weeks ago. Morning, Gabe. That when you send things, make sure that you send a personal email to the teachers. Don't reply all, or your message is going to go to everybody. So you are right. Carson, I'll take the question at the end. So if you have any questions, I'll take it at the very end, and let you know that, okay? Morning, Riley and Haley. Good to see a lot of people here today. Good job. My computer clock says 9 o'clock, so we'll start in about 2 minutes or so. Good morning, Aiden. Okay, I think we will. I think we'll get going here for this morning. First of all, there will not be live YouTube on this Friday or next Monday. I think we're going to go to 2 days a week, Wednesday and Friday. I can't this Friday. I've got an appointment, and so we're not going to go Friday or Monday. I will send out an email to remind you guys about that. Second reminder is make sure that you check your emails quite often. I don't send a whole lot of emails out, but remember Monday is when I send out your instructions for the week and your assignments for the week. All right, so speaking of that, let's go back to last week, which was week 4. This cover letter, there were 2 things that you had to do last week. And so I would go back to that because I haven't seen everybody's questions, and there's not a lot of questions. There's some reading of page 2. And again, when you're online, they don't have page numbers. But if you go online and you go to the citizenship book and click on introduction, the first thing that should pop up is page 2. All right. And so you're reading that page and then answering these 3 questions. And then you also were to do page 3 to page 4. Again, remember, this was last week. And then there was 4 questions to answer. All right. Now, this week you had, or you have, yesterday scheduled anyway, was to watch a video lesson and then read pages 4 and 5. Now, again, since there's no page numbers on there, what I will usually write on here is what you have to do. And since there are no page numbers, I will tell you what it starts with. Okay, the page, what it starts with. And so, so you don't get lost. I'll tell you for right now, just keep clicking. There should be an arrow on the online book. If you just keep clicking to the right, you will come to the next page. All right. So that's how you navigate through this. But I will when I send you the cover letters, I will send you what the lesson starts with. The first words of the page and then the last words. So you're going to read from here to here. Okay? So let's make sure we do that. Also, I've got about 7 or 8 habitat projects. Thank you, those that have sent in pictures and videos. You still have time to work on that, but as soon as you get it done, please send a little video or a picture. Either one is fine. Try to keep up with your work. Again, I'm not trying to give you a bunch of work. And again, there's no late work, so try to get it in a reasonable amount of time. This is week 5 of this little fiasco that we're going through. You all should have gotten week 1 and 2 in, really. So don't fall way behind. Remember, you can always email me if you have a question, and I will always answer your emails. It might not be right away, but I will get back to you and try to answer your questions as soon as I can. Good morning, Claire. So let's make sure we try to keep on top of things. Don't get stressed out. Again, just get the stuff when you can to me as soon as you can. Okay. So you should be working on your habitat project. Good morning, Raleigh. Try to get in the work that you had from a few weeks ago. That would be great, so you don't start falling behind. And I will say, 4th graders, you've been very good at sending things back, but you do need to send some things in. Some of you that haven't done that so far. Okay, today it is on your schedule here for this week. I have Wednesday habitat project. Okay, some of you are done already. But today is also the 50th anniversary of something. It is the 50th year of Earth Day. Kind of a holiday, talking about the Earth a little bit. There is a video that you can watch on YouTube. It's about 4.5 minutes long. and it's titled Earth Day 2020. It's a pretty good watch, talking about our Earth a little bit. So if you get time today, a really good thing, and it's supposed to be probably the nicest day of the year so far. It's going to be close to 60. Um, and we haven't hit 60 for 187 days. I think way back October was the last time we hit 60. So maybe get outside for an hour or two and enjoy yourself. But also with Earth Day in mind, um, maybe around your yard, pick up some garbage. Um, try to clean, try to clean some things up, and enjoy the outdoors. The sun should be shining, the wind should be minimal today, and the temperatures should be pretty nice. So go outside and enjoy the day, but also why don't you pick up some garbage around your yard? You don't have to go to other people's yards and do that, but just maybe pick up some trash around your yard. That would be great. Um, so let's see, Kellen, I think I saw you come in here. So good morning. So those of you that came late, we just talked about getting work in from the last couple weeks. Make sure you check these cover letters that I send you. Make sure you check emails to see if you have a message, especially on Mondays when I send the information and the assignments out. Keep working on your habitat projects, and please send me a picture or a video of your habitats when they are done. And get outside today and maybe do some cleaning of your yard for Earth Day today. All right. So if you have any questions, I will take them. Remember, we will not have live YouTube on Friday of this week or Monday of next week. Okay? We will start going Wednesdays and Fridays the rest of the time we're doing this. So no live on Friday and no live next Monday. One last thing. There was a bonus question last week, and I said I would give you until next Friday. Well, we're not going to be here on Friday. So what I will do is I'm going to have a very short YouTube video that's going to be up on Friday by about noon, and it's going to be titled this. So this is what to look for: 4, 5, and 6 bonus week 6, and the video will be up on Friday the 24th by noon. So if you want to check to see if you got your answer right, plus I will give you another bonus question for the following week. Okay? So if you do not have any questions, have a great rest of the week, and we will talk to you next Wednesday. I will stick around for a little bit if there are any questions. If not, see you next Wednesday. See an okay from Riley, okay from Carson. And we'll see you, fourth graders, if you don't have any questions. Again, you still have about 7, 8 minutes if you want to ask anything. But otherwise, we'll see you. Fifth grade, I'll start taking your attendance. Ella, hello. Who else did I see? Blake. Thank you, Kira. See you, Kaylee. See you, Raleigh. Bye, Jillian. Bye, Tegan. Bye, Jana. Bye, Gabe. Sam and Olivia, good morning. Morning, Maddox. I missed the school so much I had to come back here and do the live here at school today. Morning, Chloe. Again, we're going to go by the computer, the clock on my computer. It's 9:13, and so again, we'll wait until about 9:22 to go over a few different things. Some of you may have, I think, Chloe, you sent me an email. I saw that. I'm not going to check my email until afterwards, so I can answer if you had a question, or if you're just turning in work, that's fine too. Sam or Olivia, how do you grade the diorama? Very carefully. What you're going to do is you are going to take either a picture or a video and send that to me. The fourth graders are doing that with their habitat project. 4 of them sent in a video that was about 45 minutes, and they were just kind of explaining it. Or you can take a picture, a couple different angles, and you can send that to me. And then I enlarge it, and then I just look at it real close to see if you know what you have there. So that's kind of how I grade that. Morning, Dory. Again, please don't leave, because I have some information at the very end that you'll want to hear. That is pretty important. How many of you that are here right now have started either your relief map or your diorama? And if you haven't, remember, that's okay, because this is actually due. And again, when I say due, it's recommended that you have it done by May 11th. You know, that's still quite a ways away. But again, as I've said before, I'm not trying to overload you with work. You know, the booklet was a 3-week process. Do a little at a time. And thank you for those that turned it in. I still have a few booklets missing, but I've got most of them right now. Chloe, you talking about the project? Do we get to work on it next week? Yes, you do. Remember, it's due May 11th. So next Friday is only May 1st. So yes, you have a lot of time to work on this. You can do a little at a time. There will be maybe one assignment per week from the book, and that's about it. Blake says Kenzie's here. Hello, nephew. Oh, Mackenzie, you can't You can't type in things, huh? Well, good. I'm glad. Mackenzie, if that happens, then send me an email and tell me you're here. So I know to put you down that you have attended this. So that's great. Thank you, Blake, for telling me that. Morning, Natalie. Good morning, Weston. Good morning, Caitlin. 3 more minutes, and then we'll get started. Nice emojis, Ella. She snapped you? Did that hurt, Blake? Oh, you're talking Snapchat. Sorry. I get it. Am I keeping the mustache? I sure don't want to. I sure don't want to. However, the voting between 4, 5, and 6 last week said by about 2 votes said yes, keep it. Well, I'll tell you what, I am not going to keep it for very long. Again, I'm keeping it until we come back to school. Now, if by chance we don't come back to school, then the last day of school, what would have been the last day of school, I'm shaving the darn thing off. Don't like it at all. Morning, Charlie. Okay, let's get started here just a little bit. And I'll keep taking attendance as people pop on, but please don't comment anymore. Good morning, Gabri. Tanner, good morning. Give me 1 minute. I think Noah and Matthew just emailed me to ask if I'm live today. So I got to shoot them an email. 1 second. Okay. Okay, let's go back to last week. Now, please pay attention to this. Last week, and again, please check your emails. Thank you, Noah and Matthew. Please check your emails, especially Monday, because that's when I send out the information and your assignments. Okay, so now pay attention. This is last week's, all right? Last week, there were 2 video lessons to watch, and it tells you what to do. There was some reading, and then these 5 questions you had to do. Down here, there was another section of reading with a video lesson and 3 questions. All right, so last week, you really had a total of 8 questions to do. Not a lot, All right. And what I'm going to be doing for now on, now I know we're working on, or should be working on, our second part to our project. Some of you have not seen your booklet yet, but thank you for those that got that in. So please work to get that done, and then you're starting your diorama or your relief map. Now, this week, if you look at this week, there is absolutely nothing out of the book. That means that you work on your project all week, or this is a good time to catch up on work that you have not finished. Try to keep up the best as you can. Yes, there is no late grade. However, I haven't seen, some of you I have not seen from week 1 or 2. So you have to work to get this done. Try to keep up or you're going to just fall behind. Okay? So what I plan to do is we're working on our project for this week, next week, and probably into the following week. It is due on May 11th. There will be probably one book assignment every week. Now, I'm also sending that supplemental, the supplemental work again next week. Just to remind you that if you get done with everything, you can do some of that if you want to. It's totally up to you. But the main thing is to get your assignments completed before you do any of the supplemental work. Okay? Please check your emails fairly often, especially on Monday. Okay, so there was, I'm sorry, we did have one assignment. It was a very quick assignment this week, and that was to choose a signer of the Declaration of Independence. And I included a page, and it said Nathan at the top for some reason. I didn't see that until after I sent it. So you select one signer of the Declaration of Independence, and you do some research and answer those questions. So that would be like the one assignment for this week. Again, next week, there'll be something out of the book, one thing. Otherwise, we're working on our project. Okay, so at the end, I will take any questions that you have. One thing I wanted to show you, I sent this week some information on how to do the diorama and the relief map. This is kind of what you can do if you've not started this. If you are doing the relief map, this is an outline of North Dakota. All right. I don't know what this is, but this is the outline of North Dakota. When you put the Play-Doh down, you just put it in here and you just put it inside of the outline. All right. Now I did North Dakota because I know nobody's going to do that, but you trace or copy your state like this, and you put your Play-Doh down. And make sure that you're putting at least 2 lakes and 2 rivers in there. If there's a mountain range, make sure that you do that. And putting mountain ranges are pretty easy. You just crimp the Play-Doh to make the mountains. Lakes, you can use your finger and just put an indentation in there. The rivers, you can use a pen or a pencil and just make a groove and try to put them in the right place. They don't have to be exactly in the right place, but try to do that. Your diorama, if you're going to do that, just a monument. I've had people do like a stadium, an important place in your state, and you're just building that that monument or place. Examples like the Statue of Liberty would be a monument in New York. I've had people do that before. The Gateway Arch in Missouri, in St. Louis, Missouri. I've had people do that. I've had people do Lambeau Field in Green Bay. I've also had people do one person. I don't know if you remember him. He graduated a couple of years ago, Logan Mulder. He did New York, and he actually had 3 parts to his diorama. He did New York City in one part, he did the Statue of Liberty in another part, and then he did dairy farms, which are very popular in northern New York. So he kind of divided that into 3 different parts. So that's the idea. A monument, a place of interest, anything about your state you can do the diorama on. It can be in a rather large shoebox, not a little tiny one. Try to make it, fairly big if you can. Okay, so if you have questions on that, I will take your questions in just a little bit. Just to remind you, we will not have live on Friday or Monday. Friday, I am going to be gone. I have an appointment, and we are going to start going Wednesdays and Fridays for now on. Okay, so we're going to do 2 days a week. So no live on Friday, no live on Monday. I will send you an email probably on Sunday sometime, just to remind you that there is no live on Monday. So nothing Friday, nothing Monday. Okay. Also, last week I gave you a bonus question, and your bonus question was a founding father passed away, and I wanted to know who it was and how old that person was. I'm not going to give you the answer right now, because those of you that did not do it, you still have a couple more days to submit the answer to me. This is what I'm going to do since we do not do live on Friday. I'm going to put a very quick YouTube video up, and it's going to look like this. It's going to be 4, 5, 6 bonus week 6, and that's going to be the title of it. And then by noon on Friday, you can go to Mr. Schleck's Social Studies and look for 4, 5, and 6 bonus week 6. I will have the answer for you, and I will also give you another bonus question for the following week. Okay. Lastly, today is a pretty important day. I take it seriously, and you should too, since you guys are going to be around a lot longer than I am. Today is Earth Day. It's actually the 50th anniversary of the 50th year of Earth Day. It started back in 1970. And it is probably going to be the nicest day of the year. It's going to be upwards around 60. We have not hit 60, I believe, since October of last year. It's been like 185, 186 days since we've hit 60 degrees. I'd like you to get outside today for an hour or two and enjoy the weather. You don't have to sit there and do work all the time, but enjoy the weather. Maybe a good idea, since we're talking about the Earth, it being Earth Day, is that you can walk around your property and maybe pick up some garbage. It's been awfully windy the last few days, and I know a lot of garbage is blowing around, so might be a good idea to maybe get outside and maybe pick up some garbage, maybe help out mom and dad a little bit, and then enjoy the nice weather. Okay, so a couple reminders before I stop talking here. Try to get in your work from a few weeks ago. Your booklets need to be done, working on your second project. And remember, no live on Friday, no live on Monday of next week. There will be a YouTube video that I put out to answer your bonus question and give you another one on Monday. Okay? With that, if you have no questions, then I will see you next Wednesday. Again, email me if you have any questions whatsoever. I will try to answer those as quick as possible. Sometimes it takes me a little longer because I'm in a meeting. I have a meeting at 10 o'clock again today, so I can't answer things right away, but I will try the quickest that I can. Question. Gabby, can you print the outline of your state out? You absolutely can. Yep, you sure can. No problem. Hello, Ava. Ava, we were just talking about assignments from the last couple weeks, just to get those in if you haven't yet. We were talking about our second projects after your booklet, being the diorama and the relief map. Also, there's no live on Friday or next Monday. You can check Friday. I will have an YouTube video up on the bonus question that we did last week, and then you get a new bonus question. Question. Ella, can we do both projects? You certainly can. Yep. That would be one of those things that would fall into the category of your second one being a supplemental. You know, you do one as a grade, and the other one you can do just to do it. I could probably even give you some bonus points for that. So, no, you certainly can. Sam, I'm not going to say it out loud because I don't want anybody to take your idea. The answer is yes. Sam or Olivia, I'm not sure which one, but I'm sure that is Sam. But yes, you can do that. That would be interesting. I'd like to see that. Can't wait to see that. Yes, Charlie, if you have no questions, you can go. Again, I'm just going to stick around for a couple more minutes, and then the sixth grade they are coming in. So we'll see you guys next week. And again, keep working on your stuff. And bye to those that are leaving. See ya. All right, sixth grade, I'm going to start getting you guys in here. Dominic, Cammie, Wyatt, Kendra, Again, I'm going to go by my clock on my computer. It is 9:37, and we'll start here at about 9:42, so about 5 minutes. I've got some information at the very end, so please do not leave once you've checked in, as I always say. Please stick around. Good morning, Morgan. Morning, Greta. I missed school so much I had to come back here and do the live today. Good morning, Caden. Morgan, if I don't like the mustache, why did you grow it? Oh, okay. Here's the thing. A lot of us fellas, Mr. Hamry, uh, and some others started growing the mustache once we quit school, and we were going to keep it until school started again. So that's kind of why. It's just for really no reason other than once school resumes, if it does, then we're going to shave it off. So we're just keeping it until school starts again. If by chance we don't come back to school, and then the last day of what would have been class, I am definitely shaving it off. So I hope that answers your question, because I don't like it. Any other scintillating questions? So I surrendered to peer pressure. Well, I just figured I'd be part of the group, Morgan. Good morning, Karina. I just thought I'd be part of the group. Mr. Hansen has some facial hair. Mr. Smith does. Mr. Webb. Mr. Hamry. So I thought, okay, I'll do it. So it really wasn't peer, well, maybe it was a little bit of peer pressure, yes. But that's not a bad peer pressure. Usually Emma comes in and Carson comes in about right now. I'll give them 2 more minutes and then we will start. Again, I have another meeting at 10 o'clock. So, yep, Dominic, we're going to talk about that actually at the very end today. Okay, I want you guys to listen to this part here. I want to go. There's Emma. I knew she would show up. I want to talk about 2 weeks ago when I sent out this cover letter, and I'll remind you again to check your emails fairly often. And especially on Monday mornings, because that's when I send out the cover letter, and this is a cover letter with the assignments on it. So 2 weeks ago, I had asked you to finish up your posters. And again, you need to send me a picture of your posters because that is an assignment, a grade. That was from 2 weeks ago, and then it talked about starting your 3D project, which some have already turned in already. So I appreciate that. It gave you some examples last week. Good morning, Carson. It gave you some examples of what to do, and some of you followed that. I know a lot of pyramids. I tell you what, the ones I've gotten have been really good. I am really impressed with that. Okay. Now, Monday, I sent out the cover letter. You notice there is no bookwork on here other than working on your project. I've said this a couple different times. I am not going to overload you with work. There might be 1 or 2 assignments for the rest of the time. There might be 1 or 2 assignments that we do during the week. Next week, I am going to send the supplemental work again in case you don't have that anymore. Um, so the main thing is to do the 3D project. And once you get that done, I would like a picture or a video of both the poster and the structure that you did build. The fourth graders have done a nice job. They had to do a habitat project. Several of them have sent me a very short video showing me that, and they did a really nice job on that. A video would be really cool, but I'm not asking for a video. If you don't want to do that, if you just want to send me pictures of a couple different angles, that would be great. Okay. Now, this is due on May 1st. Now, May 1st is next Friday. Some of you, again, are already done. So that's great. Now you have some extra time. Again, you should be able to get most of your stuff done. Okay, so please work at getting your things completed. In a little bit, I will ask you if you have any questions on your project, but the next thing is Earth Day, which Dominic mentioned. It is the 50th year of Earth Day. So this is what I would like you to do today. It's supposed to be the nicest day of the year, up in the 60s, and it's been a long time since we've been in the 60s. About 185, 86 days, something like that, since October of last year. Get outside and enjoy the weather. And maybe for Earth Day, wouldn't be a bad idea to, around your property, around your yard, is maybe pick up some garbage. We've had a lot of wind here the last few days. So get outside, enjoy the weather, and maybe help Earth a little bit by picking up some garbage. That would be awesome. Another thing, there is no live on Friday or Monday. So I will not be, don't jump in the river. No, no, no. Don't do that, Karina. So I will not be live on Friday. I've got an appointment, and Monday of next week. I will send out an email to remind you guys that. What we will do for the rest of the time, if we're in this situation, is we are just going to meet on Fridays and on Wednesdays and Fridays will be it. Again, 9:40. And the reason we're doing that is because I have another meeting on Monday. Mondays usually, and it gets to be really tight for me to join that other meeting. So for now on, Wednesdays and Fridays. So no live this Friday or next Monday. Get out and enjoy the day, work on your project, send me a picture of your poster and project when you are done. And that should be it. Now, any questions on your poster or project so far? If not, if you do not have any, then I will see you next Wednesday. So why don't you just say goodbye and leave if you have no questions, and I will take any questions. For those that have it, I will be on here for about 7 more minutes, and then I got to get to another meeting. Carson, that's up to you. You decide. Either way is fine. Since it won't be turned into the school, because we can't take things from outside the school, it doesn't have to be on a platform. But that's totally up to you. All right, see you, Caden. Bye, Emma. See you, Morgan. You're welcome, Carson. That is correct, Kendra. Only Wednesdays and Fridays for now on. Yep. Yeah, we talked, Greta, about the reply all. If you need to contact a teacher or send things out, just do a personal email. Otherwise, yes, everybody gets the email. Yep, see you, Carson. Karina, you do have to shape them. You do have to shape them. Drawing them in is not 3D, it's flat. So, yes, you do have to make them and shape those. Good question. All right, see you, Kendra. Bye, Karina. Happy Earth Day, Dominic. Oh, those of you that are still here, forgot to mention this. Those of you that are still here, there was a bonus question from last Friday. I will give you the answer in a YouTube video that takes about 2 minutes. And on Friday by noon, it'll be up and it's going to look like this. 4, 5, 6 bonus week 6. So look for that under Mr. Select Social Studies, and you will get the answer and a new bonus question. All right, Dominic, then if you finish that, then make sure you shoot me a picture of it. Okay, I don't see any more pictures, so I'm going to end this. We'll see you guys next Wednesday. Bye.